Wow. Different choice of music. I cannot listen to game music today. I'm so done with Nintendo music right now. I don't know. Been listening to it too much. I don't know where to put my tea. Fuck. L-shaped desk and never enough space for anything, eh? Anyways. But I'm gonna draw. I mean, which thumbnail chibis for my what's Age of Calamity. I need an egg. Come here. I think it's so ugly. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Perfect. Is there official art of this creature? I'm not even. This might be. You need neutral art to pick colors from, otherwise Color Theory is gonna fuck you up. Oh well. Gonna stick in paint tool side. For the art process I need to put my stuff somewhere so I don't spill my tea. You're not supposed to cry over spilled tea, you know. There will be a lot of buggy model stuff going on. Because that's usually how it goes. Oh shit, that's the wrong program. Because the camera is on the right and my face is facing my drawing tablet, so that usually kind of fucks stuff up. What is it? I have not been in Paint to Sign so long that I don't know how there. You can't even see the window. Wow. You change the height a little bit. Just gonna. Yeah. I hate it. I love and I hate this program at the same time. I still think it has prettier lines than Clip Studio. It has a better bucket tool than Clip Studio. It has a definitely better water brush than Clip Studio, but you know, it also lacks a lot of stuff that Clip Studio has, unfortunately. Need to get a rough idea. I have an idea of what I want. Where's the egg? There. Always kind of awkward to draw chibi thingies doing their stuff because they have weird proportions, like the arms and everything. Their head is so big that everything else looks shit if you change the position. Hoodies. Cat doesn't know what she wants. I tend to use like previous pictures as like a reference underneath so that they kind of stay similar looking, obviously. Cannot have them look too different, otherwise it's hard to recognize stuff. I'm gonna strike the link pose. Technically his arms go out, but you know. Right, and also some of my keybinds don't work in here because at least the version of Paint to Style that I'm using has like a very weird way of handling shortcuts. You can't really change them for whatever fucking reason, and that's really annoying. Right, this doesn't work either. It's never perfectly. Shift doesn't work when you put stuff to the side. I was considering to getting like the 2.0 Psy version because I have like the very ancient one that also doesn't have transparent backgrounds, so I always had to use like Photoshop or something in order to be able to get transparent backgrounds. Which is a hassle. It really do. We have egg. Like a little egg boy. And then he has his little weird arms. How many does he have? 4? I'm just gonna. I think he has 3 grippers on it actually. He doesn't have 2, he has 3 grippers. Weirdest creature. Oops, I accidentally copied white. Another thing. So funny how I got this expensive ass drawing tablet and then I don't even draw that much. Technically I just use it as an extra screen at this point. But you know. At least I'm kind of used to it by now. When I first got it, I was like, what the fuck? I don't know how to use this. Was Hoodies. Kittychen. Los. Cat doesn't know if she wants inside of the room or if she wants to be outside of the room. So now she's just frozen in time or something. I don't know. Probably the Hoodies you want out? 1 second, I need to kick the cat out so she doesn't scratch my door. Wow. Damn. The spasms. Got a thermos can, but don't have the tea in the thermos can, so the tea gets cold. Cannot put it back in the thermos can, because if I do that, I will spill. It doesn't work. What? I didn't mean to delete that layer. It was an accident. I guess there's like something. And the rotation doesn't work, damn. I have to do it manually. I'm so spoiled. Spoiled. Wow. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wrong lever. No, it's a little too small. Not what I'm copy pasting, but you know. See? Yes. It doesn't want me to copy. I guess I have Right, Clip Studio has you select everything by hand because otherwise it doesn't work. I forgot. I'm sorry, program. Sorry for forgetting. This program is like one of the reasons why I tend to never draw with the symmetry tool, because I'm first of all not used to it. And secondly, I just kind of like asymmetric stuff. Hello. Can you please click that? I look like, now I look high. Oh fuck. 3, 2, 3. I might change the mouth. I change stuff up a lot when I'm sketching these, because I'm never really happy with it. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think I ever drew a chibi looking upwards, because normally I don't like. It that the shift doesn't work. Like, you cannot shift. If you press shift, nothing happens. You can't move the fucking thing. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I hate that. Oops, that's the wrong one. Only way where shift works is if you shrink something, make it bigger. No. Too much pen pressure there. Change that head later. We'll see. I don't know yet. I will see. I don't usually draw chibis looking upwards, because chibis already have weird heads and everything. And to look a little deformed. A little ugly and a little deformed. But that's okay. I mean, it's also just a thumbnail chibi in the end, so it doesn't have to look perfect. It's just like, so it's like a small little cute thing that is visible for whoever might click on it or not. So that's that. I also tend to notice that at some point when I'm drawing, I stop talking because I'm like focused on what I'm doing. Because when I draw in my free time, I don't talk. I just judge everything I'm doing extensively. Ah, fuck, what? I didn't mean to click that. Bitch. Oh my god. Insert da 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 da. Like the body is a little too short. I know it's a chibi, but like there's a bit of like a torso missing. Like it when it's like too squished. Preferred when there's like a bit more length to it. Even with chibi art. Egg. Such a silly design. They were like, Guardian, what could we make them look like? Egg. Make egg. They were like, yes, yes, yes. Because I know that the person who like the people in charge of the Hyrule Warrior games are like a different team entirely, so that's probably also why it isn't canon. Because they basically just write a fan fiction and turn it into a game. You know. It's gotta say something if the fan fiction is better than their most recent actual game. That's pretty depressing. Oh, that was the wrong square. I didn't mean to press the other square, but you know. I really need to get my ass into working on my stupid new VTuber model so I can redraw this outfit. Been too long. But I do still think that this very first outfit, well, it wasn't technically, it was like the second outfit I designed. The first one I completely drew a model for it and I didn't use it because I didn't like it at that time. It doesn't look that bad, but like I was like, I don't know, fantasy didn't feel right somehow. And then I went with something more casual that I might or might not wear in real life if I owned it. And then I found like one specific shirt online, which I haven't bought because I don't know what material it is made of, and I'm sick of everything being made of plastic. But I have a similar shirt to this one, just basically without the belly showing. What does it look like? It actually has a ribbon in front of here and has like these X thingies, and then it just goes like this essentially. Instead of that, this is basically what I own in real life. Instead of the belly showing, it's this. And also doesn't have the beautiful little wiggies down here. Unfortunately, it doesn't. That is very sad. That's like such a downgrade. I want that's like the one reason why I kind of want the outfit that I didn't buy it, because I don't know what it's made of. I just think those things look extremely adorable. Just my opinion. It's like I finally found some outfits that I like, but I can't buy them because everything these days is made out of fucking plastic. And I think mine is like made out of jeans material, which also isn't great because it really hurts on your neck when you wear it. Like, I can't wear it for long. I wore it on my birthday to go out and stuff. God, I had a horrible headache afterwards because it was hurting my neck so bad that it also made me, like, gave me a very bad headache. That's like very unfortunate. Right. I forgot the fucking brush thing doesn't work here. I have to do it by hand, all of it. I've been spoiled. I might not be a big fan of Clip Studio, but some parts of it, I guess, are like good. I must give it that. Middle finger, which means there's like, I guess, like that. You can't see it because it's like on the top of the hand. Give me a 10. Give me a 10. Yoo-hoo. Depending on how fast I am with all of this stream might be a very short one. Which ain't too bad, I have to look for jobs. Yeah. My model is having like the biggest twitchies ever. Oh, I don't want to name this layer, I just wanted to check what's on here. Also, I just realized it's not black, it's like gray. This is bad. I have to. Wait, how was that? Dipping? What's this? Turn it black. Right. Bucket thing doesn't work like that. That's why it looks so light. It's supposed to be black. Oh no, that one's not supposed to be black. That one can stay gray. Actually. Kind of funny that I still like this original outfit so much. The only thing I have like to complain about, I usually have a jacket on it, and that jacket kind of doesn't match because technically, if I talk from a design perspective, this shirt shouldn't have the wings, but the jacket should. But I never have the jacket on, so it's like kind of pointless. Like, why did I give me a jacket just because puffy arm fingers look cute? That was literally the only reason, I feel. But it just doesn't work well from a design perspective. By what by? No, I'm not like really big on design anyways. I'm just fucking around, seeing what looks best. Kind of thing. Need to draw the horns as well. If I have my hair open, I think I'm just gonna keep it open. I don't want to draw buns right now, do I? Nah, doesn't look good. And now there's another cat scratching at my door. They don't know what the fuck they want. It's probably the same cat, but you know, we're just gonna pretend like it's not the same cat. who just wanted to get out of my room a few minutes ago, because that's always how it goes. In, out, in, out. It's like the worst when I have like, I tend to do like my work hours in the morning. And sometimes it's really just, I want in, I want out, I want in, I want out. And I'm just getting angry because I'm trying to work. Trying to earn the money you guys cost me, man. And cats. Da-da. There's a cat that wants inside. I can wait for a little bit because I think my sister will be here soon, so. Anyways, they will be let in if they want in. Also, like one nice thing about this program, you don't have to edit and do stuff. You can just shift. You can just flip the thing without doing anything else. White. Hide the stuff behind. Body, face, catch, head. This, that, this, and that. Anything else? I don't think so. Oh, the eyes are also on here. Usually I do my eyes on a separate layer, but I guess I didn't. I'm just gonna pretend like I don't have ears. Oh, wait, that's why I was like, what? Oh boy. Body. No, that's not on a body. For me, that's still a face, idiot. Dumb, stupid. For the reason I'm insecure. Nice. Tea getting cold. The usual. But my tea never gets cold, right? It always does. Like my eyebrows are too far out. Doesn't look good. But the eyes are actually on a different layer. Am I stupid? Am I somehow a little stupid? They are on a different layer. Brain dead. Somebody shit on my brain or something. I need to put them on top there now. Now it's fixed. My model isn't. No. Oh, because it's locked. I was like, why is it not removing itself? Because it's locked, that's why. Oh. Need to get its shape and everything right. Make it bigger, because it has to be like. Head-shaped. Big egg. We make a big eye. I'm gonna use a 10. Make it big. Because I cannot be arsed. How the fuck did I draw an almost perfect circle though? How the fuck? Me a little confused here. Just an almost perfect circle though. Just almost. I'm not sure. Is there like is there a space behind it? No, I think it's not. Is it? I think there's one here. But the rest is like kind of together. I'm not incorrect. It's like this is like one area of it. Oh. What do you wonder what made them go egg? Why were they like, we need egg in our life? Things I wonder about at night. Why egg? Do they like eggs? Eggs. That was a loud sound there just now. What the fuck was that? No? Sometimes the pen isn't penning. It easily live like inside. Little rusty. I don't know what I'm supposed to. I'm gonna squish him a little bit because of the cuteness factor. Yeah. Just so you know. The legs don't have to be this detailed. We don't care about that. We just it makes him look hairy. Damn, that's actually awful. Oh, there's a pigeon at my Maru. Get down! I don't need you to fall out of the fucking window. You're gonna die. There's a pigeon in my window and she jumped. It looks like a hairy leg, but you know, it's kind of a spider creature, it's alright. Now he looks like he's wearing like some fancy trousers. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. The fancy trouser gang. Hey. Got another one. Thank you. Indeed. And then we just... No, wait, there's just like... This is something like that. Oops. Erase, because it's not good. Kind of similar to how I usually sketch my my model's tail when I'm not bothering much with like sketching the details. It's literally just the same shape. Wow. Incredible. And tomorrow is Mystery Dungeon, so Saturday. I think from what I remember, there's actually quite a bit left of the Our Warriors game story, but I'm not sure anymore what exactly. I remember watching like the bits on YouTube back when the game came out, because same as with Breath of the Wild, I expected to never play it because I have never been into the Hyrule Warriors thingy. I know that some of my siblings played like the one on the Wii U, but that's about it that I had any contact with these games. I know that Midna wasn't one of them, which had me interested, but that's about that. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny that I'm getting into just for the sake of gaslighting myself that I like these games. Not the Hyrule Warriors games, but I mean like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, essentially. Like Breath of the Wild is fine. Tears of the Kingdom is god awful. Like, it's not god awful, that's also exaggerated, but it could have been so good. I'm mad at what it could have been. I'm going to move this out so I can just use it as a reference. Reference time. Hi Bernard, how you doing? Coloring my first one of the thumbnail thingies now. Hope you're doing alright. Not too bad here. Well, that's good to know. That's the wrong color. Long as it's not too bad, that's fine. Aye. Blue. How am I doing? Well, I started the job application. What do we call that? Spiraling down. I got a bunch of no's already, expecting more to come. Making myself question if there's even a job out there that I am capable of doing. But otherwise, I'm fine. Apart from being tired every now and then, but that's kind of normal for me, I would say. Even though I feel like these days my level of tiredness is actually kind of crazy. Like, I woke up at 9 a.m. today because Maple was screaming. Usually she sleeps in, sometimes she doesn't. But like, I woke up at night, I was like, damn, I feel like I need like 5 more hours of sleep. I felt so exhausted, and I've been having that for quite a while now, that I just feel extremely drained when I wake up. And I don't even want to get up, and I like work my part-time, like my mini job on Mondays and Tuesdays. I work like my hours down. And like the last few hours every day, after I'm almost done with the remaining hours from that mini job, I'm just like, God, I could lay in bed right now and go back to sleep. Not even that those tasks are exhausting. It's like I just get so extremely tired. It's not funny anymore. Don't let. Same for me. Most applications sent using LinkedIn are an immediate nope, sorry. For me, so far, it was like either they have like very strict things they want to follow or have to follow. So, and they were like, well, you're unfortunately not up to that, or you're like missing something on there, whatever. And the other, the rest is basically like, yeah, we already got someone else who has a better everything basically. And I'm just like, made me contemplate why I do art, because like in my brain I do art because it's something that makes other people happy, and making other people happy is something that makes me happy. And I sound like a fucking people pleaser, but with art it's just like that. I like to see pretty art, and I feel like a lot of other people like seeing pretty art, so I want to be a person who makes pretty art for other people to see, and they be like, oh, I like seeing that, it makes me happy, because you know, that's the kind of thing, not just being like, oh, I want to please you. More about being like, damn, this is so pretty, I want to see more of it because it makes me happy, you know. But at the same time, art like the one that I do is like the worst fucking thing you can do out there. It's like really frowned upon in Germany, so I tend to never show any of my art pieces when I apply to jobs, because it's usually like a really bad reaction from people when they are looking at it and they're like, ugh, you drew that? Disgusting. But I get it's not a super motivated mini job. Yeah. Mine is basically, I'm working as a graphic designer per paper, but most of the time I'm just uploading product images. Like we make like media for them. I will upload that on like the platform that links them to the marketplaces, and then I link all the variants, all the colors, all the sizes. Sometimes I do stuff on Amazon or other marketplaces, and it's just like not fulfilling at all. Like you don't need to be creative to do that. And that's just thing. What do you want? Slamming my door in my face.
Mother says that we can eat
the food from yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Bok choy.
Stop.
Just bok choy. Bok choy actually.
Mach dir Sorgen um deine und das ist dein Zimmer.
Welche Kamera? Ja, das ist beim Zeichnen halt so, da kann ich nichts dafür.
I can't even detect your face.
No, it cannot. Lemon is making fun of me because the camera is only catching like the side of my face, so it's not really reactive while I'm drawing.
Sorry.
I cannot put it anywhere else when I'm drawing. It doesn't work. I need a new setup, but for the new setup I need a new desk, and I'm not gonna get the new desk until we move out, and God knows when that will be. As far as I know, it's not gonna happen anytime soon because I'm not getting a job. I'm not super knowledgeable about the art world, but I have the impression you need to already good body of work to show even before junior level interview, which is a way reflect poorly on how the level of art school is perceived. Yeah, the thing is with junior level, you would be like expecting that they are like, oh, you're junior, so basically you're still learning, right? That would make sense. The fried sausage, hello. What kind of sausage? It doesn't really matter. I don't like sausages. No offense, sorry. That was mean. I can't simp anymore. Damn. I had a vegan one recently made out of seitan. That shit was nasty. But I was not expecting to like it because I don't like the flavor of normal sausages already. Subdued. Well, welcome anyways. But yeah, I was saying with junior level of application thing, you would expect that they are like, oh yeah, you have like knowledge, obviously because you finished university or whatever. But they will still kind of hold your hand to some extent and have you learn, you know, the basics that you need for the job, because usually they have like an art style that you kind of have to follow a guideline for. But no, that's like something really hard in the art sphere in general. I feel like around here at least there's not really many jobs apart from either you do stuff with ads, which is like really uncreative in my opinion as well, because it's like so bland. I worked in an agency for half a year while I was studying, where I was basically creating ad stuff. It was so boring. You mainly spend time looking for source material. And then the people who want you to make the ads have no fucking idea about composition or anything. They want you to mix green and fucking bright red or something for Christmas. What a reception. I just okay, listen. When you have like barbecue or something and you put like a basic like sausage on there and you put it on a bun, that can taste nice, but I can't have much of it because I don't like minced meat. Minced meat gives me the ick. I don't know why it does, but it does. That's also why I cannot eat burgers very well. I didn't need a portfolio when I applied for junior level jobs. You get tests, but you don't need a portfolio as engineer. Yeah, I can see that. With me, sometimes it's like you get a task after an interview and they will then be like, okay, we will take you, we will not take you, depending on how well they liked what you did, basically. Where's the like? Oh, it's a sketch. I was like, why is the weird layers underneath it? Dumb. But yeah, dude, you live in a country famous for sausages and hamburgers. Germany is famous for hamburgers? We have a city called Hamburg, but I don't think that has anything to do with hamburgers. Let me tell you, the amount of people who English hard, who told me that I am get out, you're not German enough, because I don't like a lot of basic German stuff. I could count, I wouldn't be able to count them on my hand. Yes, it does. The sausages I know, because they are usually like on every festival. You can smell them. You know somebody is having like a sausage sandwich. I mean, technically it is a sandwich, right? You put it between the buns, so that's a sandwich. But yeah, I just, you know, in Germany we also eat sausage sandwich cannibalism. I mean, a hot dog is technically a sandwich. What was I saying? In Germany we eat raw pork, which is crazy. Actually, isn't pork like kind of Doesn't it have like a chance of having certain viruses as well when you eat it raw that can infect your brain and basically kill you, if I'm not wrong? How am I explaining this to a German? You know how Hamburg originates from Hamburg? Hamburg is from Hamburg, just like the Frankfurters from Frankfurt. Well, we also... A funny thing is, like, almost every city in Germany names their sausage after themselves. Well, I'm not very keen on German food history, I guess. My father recently said Germany doesn't have any food that really belongs to Germany. While I try to argue with him that I don't really like the flavor of German food, because German food is either extremely salty or it tastes like nothing. Because all flavors that Germans know are salt and pepper. And if you put a little bit too much pepper on their food, they will say it's fucking spicy. I'm talking from experience. Yeah, I've been asked if I put chilies in the food because it was spicy, and it was literally just pepper in a salad, mind you. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I don't know. I just cannot eat minced meat stuff. That's like sausages are mostly made out of minced meat, right? That's like I can't really eat that. It makes me ick. But I'm just a creature, I guess, when it comes to this kind of stuff. Put it on! Yeah! Wait, I actually meant to not take the bottom piece here because it's already colored. For most German sausages, I just don't ask where the meat comes from. I mean, the skin is also made out of intestines. I mean, it used to. I think they don't do that anymore. I'm not sure. There was something at some point where people were like, did you know that it's actually made out of pig intestines? And then a lot of people were like, ew. But at the same time, you're eating literal like 10 pigs in one sausage. How's that not ew? I'm not here to judge. Saturation. On saturation, that looks better. Yeah. We used to do that too. I mean, I think there was also the thing with the gummy bears where you put like a gelatin in there, and gelatin is usually animal based. But that at some point, I think for candies, not sure if it got illegal or if it's just some brands. But now they use non-animal based gelatin, I think. I'm not sure anymore. Damn. What?
He's putting his
Yeah. Lemon is pulling her sausage out. Just undressed in my room to lay on my bed. Incest is wincest, like some people say.
Stop. They're gonna believe it.
They gotta believe it.
Like, people believe that I have a...
I mean... I mean, it's almost summer now. She came back from university and, you know, inside outside clothing kind of thing, and she just took her pants off and laid on my bed. Willst du DS haben?
Nein,
Okay.
horizontale Zeit.
Horizontale Zeit. Okay. You just said to stop saying it. People are gonna believe it. Look, I'm just gonna go over there and give you some privacy.
How about no?
How about no, indeed? Don't your siblings, if you have siblings, ever come in your room and just bed rot in your room? I don't know. I don't really go in her room to bed rot there. Doesn't feel so fulfilling somehow. She just ignores me. My sister doesn't live here anymore. Damn. Well, I'm gonna take her with me when I move out, so the bed rotting will probably continue.
Lustig mit nur Milch in deinem Bett. I'm like your cat rotting in your.
The cats don't even rot in my bed.
Well, I'm better.
But no, I would have kicked her out. Pardon my Latin. Nah. It's alright. The only time it's not alright if she's wearing outside clothes and I just freshly did my bed. Because I want to lay in. She used to actually, one thing that I don't know if she did that on purpose, but whenever I freshly made my bed, she would just fucking go in my bed and lay in it.
I'm not.
It happens so often.
It just happens so often because you pay more attention whenever I lay, but I lay in your bed all the fucking time.
You have her, just ask her. She said, no, it's not true. But it happens so often that sometimes I got a little grumpy because, like, I want to sleep in my newly, freshly covered bed after showering, and you dare lay in there with your body first. Now it's not clean anymore. Micron picks her up. Good. I mean, she's laying kind of. My bed is kind of next to my desk almost. There's not a lot of space between it, so. But yeah. It's probably gonna, once I move out with her, I don't have to close my door for streams anymore, which is like very nice. Because I don't have to feel anxious all the time about people walking past the room, being annoying. Plus the cats can stop being annoying and just come in and out of the room instead of being like, meow, 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 and scratching the door. So much more comfortable. I do hope I do have the time for streaming though, not gonna lie, when moving out. The jobs I applied for so far had been jobs that were like mainly home office based, but Germany doesn't really offer these jobs very much. Unfortunately, it's very outdated when it comes to that. Like, I don't mind going to the office every now and then if it has to be, but I'm just a person who works a lot better in my own environment. Plus, I just find it dumb to spend time and money on traveling somewhere for a job that I can do at home. I get it for some jobs, obviously, you have to be on site, but others, why do I have to be in the office to upload shit on social media? I don't know. Just one example. I can do that from home, you know? And I can focus better, so. Speaking of German things, a couple weeks back I went to a Lied concert with two famous German opera singers and a pianist called Helmut Deutsch, which I gather is like being Spanish and being called June Paella. I mean, I don't know if there's like a few actors who have like, I think there's one, if I'm not wrong, I used to watch Lucifer on Amazon movie thingies, and then before that, I don't know, it was on Netflix, but they removed it. I think the actress who portrays, I forgot her name, the main female lead, is called something German. if I'm not wrong, or Germany. And I was so confused by it because, like, why would you? What is that surname? It's weird, but okay, I guess. But like, I feel like it's there's like a bunch of names that are like very common here in Germany, surnames that you hear a lot. Where people are often like, oh, are those people related? No, they are not. They just happen to have the same surname, literally. That's about it. Usually those types of surnames were given to orphans and bastards. Damn. I guess. So you know where they are from at least. I suppose that something I could explain. It could be a I need to add in a hair color. Okay. Now we have the hair and the skin. One second, I need to kick this thing in the ass. Since Rita is busy today. Lock. Ban, whatever. Kick it out! Wait. Ah, the playlist is not over. I thought the playlist is done yet. Okay, never mind. But I thought the joke was with Helmut Deutsch was worth it, I guess. If you were an orphan at those times, you just got a name, your city or country as a surname. That could make sense, actually. I think so. The good old times when we were named after our homes. But yeah. I mean, I feel like Helmut is like a very German name. There's like a few of them who just scream German at you. You know what's really funny to me? All those great scientists and all that, I never knew that they were like not English. Whenever I think about Einstein or all those musicians like Mozart, Beethoven, that was like a very German pronunciation there. I think about like British, sophisticated people. No, they are like all in like very German territory. Be Dutch or what is it, Austrian. And then there's many people who know that Hitler wasn't German. And when you tell them he wasn't German, they get mad at you. Where I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Why are you mad about that? But yeah, some names it's just Mozart, technically also Austrian. Yeah, he's from Austria, I think. I'm pretty sure he is. But like a lot of the musicians and so on are like, they are not English. And I know I always thought they were because it just made sense to me. Why would people who made such cool things be German? Germany stinks. It was my kind of. Oh, sorry, Huli. Touched her head with my foot. That was not on purpose. Didn't know she's laying there. Salzburg. Like when I found that, I was like, I think it was like elementary school, I'm not sure, but we had to hold like a presentation about someone, and I know that back then I was a huge Mozart fan. Like I would rock my head to Mozart music. I would jump around my room like it was some fucking pop concert or something. And I just really liked his music as a kid. I don't like it that much anymore because I'm sick and fucking tired of piano music. Been listening to it since I was a toddler. because my father plays it daily. And anything, whenever I hear piano covers, I get so angry. Not even because it technically sounds bad. I just can't stand the sound of pianos anymore. They make me mad. I wanna destroy them. I have piano hatred. Mana rocks. But yeah, I used to love those kind of songs as a kid, like these music types. And I had to like do research on him. And then I was like, what? He wasn't English? I thought he was English. Like, what? He's like closer to German? What? That was crazy mind blowing as a kid. Oopsie. I'm not gonna tell you I used to play piano. You can play piano, it's alright as long as you don't play the same 2 songs repeatedly for an hour. Which is it's torturing my mind. I mean, I listen to the same songs almost every day. But even those make me fucking annoyed sometimes. No pianos. But yeah. It's not even that piano is like a bad instrument. It can sound very nice. But I feel like a lot of the time, whenever a cover is just piano, it just sounds so annoying. I don't know. It sounds better. I feel like piano is an instrument that sounds better in company of another sound. Alone, it just kind of meh. But that's just my opinion on it. Stinky. I mean, I wanted to learn the violin because I was like, oh, what is the string instrument Mozart is playing in his songs? Not sure if it was a violin or cello or something, but I was like, there's like a string instrument. As a kid, I was begging my parents to let me play it. They always said no. And then as a teenager, at some point, I was told yes, but then I was told I'm being annoying by practicing, so I got uncomfortable practicing, and I never practiced, so I never got better, and then I felt very uncomfortable in my music lessons, and at some point I just canceled them. Because I couldn't practice, because I just started to feel really uncomfortable playing the instrument. Even though I really enjoyed it actually while I started. I think also like violin sounds extremely beautiful in combination with guitar. I don't know what that combination is, but it just sounds so good. But yeah. Live piano hater, it's canon. Yeah, every time I walk past the piano, there will not be a piano anymore. I will just destroy it. Mozart has an extensive body of work. Without more info, I can tell which instrument, but probably violin. I think he's very, like, he has a lot of violin in it, actually. Violin or viola, one of both, not sure which one. The viola is a little bit deeper, I think. But they are, like, kind of similar. They're just different sizes, and I'm not sure if the viola has more strings. But yeah. That was like one big inspiration as a kid where I wanted to play it. And I feel like if my parents would have said yes, I would have probably stuck with it and been like really good by now, but you know. I was forced to go into karate instead, you know. My parents really said, don't support what your children wants to do. Force them to do other stuff instead. GG. 4 strings. Cello is the only one that's probably really, or I imagine cello is so awkward to play because like you have to sit there with your legs spread the entire time with that huge instrument. I would get a cramp in my grandma hips. And then the hand placement already on like the violin is so unhealthy. It's so bad for your wrist. My teacher was always like, oh yeah, you shouldn't like practice for too many hours a day or like play for too many hours a day in general and do a lot of wrist mobility movement stuff because this shit is like, it can fuck up your wrist really bad and permanently if you're not careful. Because it's such an unhealthy, unnatural placement because you have to twist your wrist really hard. And like some of the note placements are like really bad as well. But cello is like, damn, you sit there like a really weird creature. This past Sunday, I went to a concert where they played Mozart concerto and harp and flute. Harp is also like a very pretty instrument, right? Rita has 6. I feel like, yeah, a lot of them have like 4 strings only. Which technically makes them easier to play, but you still have to like get a feel of it, of course, and understand. I cannot English. Be able to like hear the difference of stuff. But yeah, sometimes I'm thinking about maybe getting back into playing violin again, but at the same time, I just don't have the time anymore, man. It sucks, but that's how it is. Oh, I wanted to get like singing classes when I move out because I really like singing and I would love to like get better at it. It's like a hobby thingy. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I can do that because time again is not enough time. Also, this is like way too wonky. I have to flip it. But like, I would love to do like streams where I sing my favorite kind of songs and stuff. I feel that could be so much fun, but I'm just really certain that time-wise, it is hardly possible anymore. There's just so much other shit I have to focus on. And doing too much ain't healthy either. Do what makes you happy, girl. If it was that simple, I would literally just stream instead of looking for a job and focus on content stuff. Like one of the things I trying to do, or like I'm trying to plan to do, is basically I want to socialize more with other VTubers and artists, preferably. So I have almost touched my muffin like my mouth instead of my mouth. So that I have like more people that I can kind of vibe with, you know, because it's like kind of hard to talk to a lot of my friends because they don't stream, they don't do art. And it's like kind of hard to connect on a certain level. Also, I'm like mainly friends with men. I struggle communicating with women. Always have. They scare me. But I also want to have female friends because I miss them. I have one, which is my waifu, but she's like a very busy person. We used to like draw daily and stuff, and that actually kind of helped me back then to get better at art, and it was also enjoyable. But it's not really there anymore, you know. Do what makes you happy in your free time. Well, if I have a full-time job, there will be less free time, unfortunately. But that's normal, I guess. Hey. Put that in there. I'm pink. Damn. Who made me pink? It is normal. Welcome to adult life. Yeah. Fun. It's wonky. Oh, my hand. Wonky. And yeah, I do have like a bunch of things I wanna do and focus on that are like content related. But it's really just that like free time is like hard to come by these days. It's like I get up. I could get up earlier if I wanted to, but the thing is the earlier I get up, the earlier my cats will get up, which means but they will demand more attention, which makes it more stressful for me. Essentially. What was I saying? Am I missing something on here? I don't think I am. I'm missing the arm sleeve. Actually, I was in fact missing something. But yeah, content stuff. I wanted to put like a higher focus on that. But oops. It's like very time consuming, the kind of stuff that I want to do. And if I do that, it would mean that I need to sacrifice something, you know? It's already like I'm saying that I want to stream at least 3 times a day. When I work, it will probably go down to 2 times because I won't have that much time anymore. And I basically have to sacrifice something so that I can do other stuff as well. And I hate that. At least you still have the drive to want to do things. I have the drive and I don't have it. The amount of things I have on my table right now, Bernard, you don't even want to know. It's like, oh shit, that's the wrong pen. I wanna like work on my VTuber model that I started like 1 or 2 years ago. But it's like very time consuming, and also you have to think a lot about like how do things turn, how do you have to draw them. And since I kind of want to do certain things with my model, I have to think even more. Which just makes it like very difficult to stay motivated sometimes. And then I want to do like a different kind of YouTube content, which requires animation, because animation is kind of fun, but it's also really time consuming, right? So that's that. That's one done. I want to edit all my VODs into like short form content because I personally like watching these kind of videos, but I started with like a bunch of them, but some of them I think about redoing because I feel like they could be better. But it's like 2 to like 5 hours per VOD, and going through that because I don't remember what's going on in those VODs anymore. You can imagine how long that takes. Don't. Just don't redo them. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, that's like 2 things I really wanna do. And of course streaming. For streaming is like more of like a connection thing. It's like nice to be able to actively talk to people in chat. Sorry, please. Keep touching her. Because she's like in front of my foot. They will never be perfect. Yeah, it's more about like the first videos I cut are very, very random, which is also because they were my first streams. Like one thing I noticed the more I stream, like obviously is that you have to be okay with mediocre at first. The first streams, I was very awkward, kind of talking and stuff, which makes sense. Where's the picture that I'm looking for? So the content is also not that great, right? Oopsie. But also one thing I noticed, like the more I stream, the more I get kind of used to, hey, I should say this because I can cut this, and then I can cut a context to it later, and that is something that you kind of develop over time, right? I have Skitty and I have Cyndaquil right there. Wait a second, I have to. I'm gonna close this one because I will use that later. Close that one. Close this one. Let me get pictures of Skitty and Cyndaquil. Skitty! I like Skitty. It's just a cat, but I think it looks cute. Cyndaquil. The blind ass team that doesn't see because they are so blind. Streaming, editing videos, whatever. Everyone is. Yes, of course. That's like not the problem. It's really just that I'm like, oh, could I have done this better? In retrospect, I don't think so, because I don't have like a lot to go from in like the old streams, because of, again, I was like more reserved and everything, you know. I find drawing Pokemon so hard, you have no idea. Oopsie. How do we draw them? They are fucking blind, right? I'm wondering if I had an idea for this, but I don't know right now. I put like the little scarves on, that's cute. But yeah, I think I have gotten better at streaming. The only thing is that I tend to have like almost no reaction to things, but that's just how I am. I don't have any crazy reactions when I watch game stuff. Just generally, I just watch and I'm just pretty monotone about it. Could have done this better, yeah, for sure. And the fucked up thing is that a response won't ever change. Yes, of course. I have like, I think I'm at the moment at editing the Breath of the Wild streams, which are like 15. I'm not looking forward to the Tears of the Kingdom edit, because that's like 35 streams, which like fuck me, I guess. What do I draw? They are blind as fuck. It is just so round. Look at it, it's so tiny. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah. Also, like, I tend to like, some people do like one episode per stream, and others do like every stream in one episode, and I did this the latter, which basically resulted in the videos being like 60 to 90 minutes long. So I'm considering cutting them into like 45-minute sections, and then sometimes it's 2-part streams, videos basically, which also gives me more content to upload essentially, which I guess isn't a bad thing in of itself. But yeah. He's just very I need to put another layer. I don't know what to say here. If you're doing a good work, I'm just a block of ice. Well, so am I guess. It's just very I don't know. Even when I play games I have never played before, my reaction will never be like screaming into the microphone. Like, that always is crazy to me, how people on stream like scream all crazy and they're like, wow, what the fuck, oh my god. I don't know. To me that always feels kind of fake, because I'm just not like that, but I know there's people who actually are like that, so calling them fake isn't fair either, you know? Or like that reaction. It looks like a weird bird. Look, he's a bird. I sometimes have 90 minutes videos on the background, me playing game. Yeah. That's what I do too. Like sometimes when I tend to mostly watch videos while I'm like working on something where I don't have to like think too much, I guess, or while I'm eating. And that's usually and it's good. Usually those videos I just silence. I watched a lot of Zelda videos recently because I wanted to see what other people think about Tears of the Kingdom, essentially. I muted everything regarding to this game when it came out because I completely wanted to avoid spoilers. I got a few spoilers, but I mostly avoided them. And I was like done with the game. I was like, finally I can watch like all the videos from like all those theory video channels because I love watching them. Like I feel like the Zelda franchise really benefits from the theories guys, you know? There's like a bunch of them that I have been watching for years. And from what I can tell, most of them are not really or not at all doing content on Tears of the Kingdom because Nintendo just said fuck you basically when it comes to lore and speculation and whatever. And that made me kind of sad because now I don't have the stuff to watch that I really looked forward to like make me like the games more, essentially. I had a few that mentioned a few things where like, oh yeah, that kind of is a nice touch, I guess, but at the same time, it could have been handled so much better. That's just how it is, and surprisingly, a lot of people share my sentiment, which I'm just like happy about because for the most part, I felt like I'm one of the only people in my circle who didn't like the game. I try to like it really hard, but yeah, for the most part, I don't, which just makes me sad because Zelda's like one of my favorite franchises, right? So it's like kind of nice to see those videos about it, and also like the other views of people who say it's like such a good game. It's like interesting to see both. Can't wait to finish Expedition 33 to see some videos. It's like really always the first thing I do when I finish a game. I remember when I was done with Witcher 3 after it came out, I was binging different endings and different dialogues and cutscenes and everything you can get in the game because it was just so cool how many different things there are. So seeing that a lot of the people that I like watching just say, nah, we're not gonna do stuff because Nintendo was like, no, you know, canon is not really canon anymore. And I don't know, it's just then I used to send press notes about legal producing day one. Yeah. It's just very sad. See that? But seeing like those videos also kind of made me feel like even more like I really want to do like content stuff. I feel like this is my place. But I know that it's also like a very, very difficult place to be in because you're like in the favor or not the favor of the algorithm. If you're not doing your job of uploading like on a schedule, kind of fucked. And with the stuff that I want to do, I feel like it's like it's so hard to not get fucked by the schedule stuff. But you know, it's something I'm interested in, and it's something I actually enjoy, and I'm just like, you're not rude. But I should prioritize job stuff, especially at the moment, because I cannot afford it. Maybe at some point I can afford focusing on this stuff more. Also, the face is like very deformed here. Why is drawing Pokemon so hard? I see all those Pokemon artists doing such a magnificent job at drawing Pokemon, even their older Pokemon drawings, and then there's me. What's the squished potato? Skitty, don't skitty me like that. Damn. Lemon is a little rotisserie chicken in my bed right now. Just rotating. Make it more round. It's too squished, I guess. Potato is my default cycle, so I understand. And I finished Witcher 3, got a key, didn't cloud save, and I formatted my computer when I was near the end stage. I wanna stream like all 3 games at some point. I got the 3rd one a while ago with the DLCs for like, I don't know, $5 or something on Steam. That's been a while since I have them. But I got the 2nd one and the 1st one not too long ago for like a few euros as well. After asking Chaz, and he was like, yeah, the 2nd one he would say I definitely play it because it's good. 1st one I don't need to necessarily play it, but if I want to I can, because like the controls are very wonky, which makes sense because it's like an ancient game, you know. I remember playing Assassin's Creed 1 after playing 3. 3 was the first one I ever played, and then I played 2, which also was already like, fuck, what the hell is going on? Kind of shit going on. I remember that. And then I played the first one, and god, the controls. What happened? I remember that. That was a clusterfuck when I did that. But yeah, I got them all so I can play them on stream, because I was like, I never played them, so it's like interesting because I'm like interested in the games in general, like story wise. And also I want to play the new one when it comes out, which is also why I insist on playing the old ones, basically. My first Assassin's Creed was one. Well, I know I watched my oldest brother play it because I have like very vague memories of some dude running on like buildings, like some character and like a few things that happened in the first Assassin's Creed. But I didn't remember what game it was, and he was like, that's like that happened like many years ago, by the way. And he was like, oh, that might be Assassin's Creed. And I was like, if he still has it, so I could play it, and he was like, yeah. But that was like after I played the 3rd one, which my other brother got. And I really liked the 3rd one, and I was like in a huge fangirl mode when I played that back then. And then I think my brother got me the 2nd one for my birthday, like a special edition. Oh wait, no, he didn't give me a special edition of the 2nd one. He just got me the 2nd one because special editions didn't exist yet. Not anymore because it was like old already. And I played that one, and then I played the 1st one because he actually still had it. He didn't sell it yet. And I know that he still had Brotherhood, which I then played, and then also Revelations, which they also had. So I kind of continued, like, played all 3 of them. Or 5, technically. Hi, Ander, how you doing? The controls are certainly a thing. Yeah, going back to 1 was, it was a pain. It was so fucking painful, man. That was something I would rather not do again, but at the same time I would like to play them on stream at some point. But yeah. So I feel like playing Witcher 1 will also be very painful if I do that. Because old games just tend to have very awful gameplay feeling if you haven't played any old games in a long time. Damn it. Oh wait, there's like full story of SEO Auditore. Yes. Today did set up Windows 11, so pain getting all the OBS and stuff back up. It dislikes my screen. Oh, I had to get used to Windows 11 too when I got my PC. Very weird things going on there in some parts of the settings. Why would you do that to yourself? I'm going to postpone as much as I can migrating to 11. I can't get Windows 11 on my laptop. You know, the one that I used before my PC, because I used that laptop for work. But for some reason, I cannot, for the shits, use. Oh shit! Wait. Update Windows 10 to 11 on there, but the thing really wants me to do it, but every time I do it, it's like, yeah, we do it now, and then it updates for like quite a while, and then it's like reversing to like old settings, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just spend like an hour or whatever long it took to do this? I don't even know why it does that, because my laptop is technically overqualified for the update. So it's like really weird. Really weird. Oh shit. Because I guess I actually don't know. Desktop isn't supposed to, I had to go around it wisely. I got mine just installed when I got my PC, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I hate this. I remember that. But then I think I don't remember who, but someone told me that technically I should get the new Windows anyways because of some stuff they are doing. So you were supposed to kind of get it, right? And I was like, well, at least I got it already, so I don't have to get reused to it. Something. Man, Windows 11 is weird. I agree on that one. Just gonna ignore that the horn is technically coming out of the ear. Ignore that. Just your imagination. Oh shit. Me being, look, Windows, if you ask me one more time to update to live my install Ubuntu, I had to refuse it so many times to my laptop at first, and then I was like, oh, I should maybe install it, so it's like on there. And then it didn't work. I was like, what the fuck, Windows? Decide what you want. But thing. But yeah. I don't like updating. I never liked it. Because they always make things so weird. Like, why? Why not just kind of keep it normal? Keep it civilized in here, would ya? You're just blind, and that's okay. I have Ubuntu on my MacBook and it's running smoother. Oh boy. Still, like, actually any benefit to MacBooks at all? Like, from what I get, Macs kind of suck ass. Apart from when you work with them, like, I don't know, IT stuff and shit like that. They don't seem very beneficial in my eyes. They have so many restrictions. I mean, I have an iPhone, so who am I to talk? I only have the iPhone though because of VTubing and I have not used it yet. It's funny that I literally was scouting for like a cheap iPhone that is like not the oldest one that you can use for face tracking. And then I was like, wow, I got it for like 600 euros, which is like very cheap in comparison to what it actually costs. With a 100% like battery function, I was like, damn, that's like so good. And now here I am, not done with my goddamn model, and I even bought it for it. You have an iPhone, then argument is 50% not taken. Fair. Some job they gave me the option to choose between things. I just didn't want to spend time learning the new US. Yeah. I feel like most places that I looked so far, they offer you MacBooks, and I'm just like, I saw a Mac once in person, like actually close up when I was visiting my best friend in Austria many years ago. And I was like, what the fuck is this disgusting interface? And every time in university that people used Macs, I was like, this is disgusting. Why does it look this way? But to be fair, I don't like a lot of bangs on the iPhone either. I didn't want to get another iPhone actually. I wanted to get something else. I didn't know what, but something else. And literally the only reason I got another one is because VTubing, the special face rig, only works with iPhones. I was like, you know what? Take my money, I guess. For the sake of content, take my fucking money. Don't offer my old late 2011 MacBook. Apple, known for the UI design. What is this shit? Yes, but it's true. I hate it. It's disgusting. Like, their taskbar is so atrocious. It's an insult to life itself, man. I hate it. I hate looking at it. I hate knowing that it exists. Oh shit, wait, I'm not flipped there. That could have gone bad. $2011, that is actually, that thing is probably pretty much what I saw of the MacBook, because I last seen here in like, when was it? 2013, 2014, something like that. That's when I last saw her. It's been a long time. Hard to believe we're still friends. Crazy, actually. The amount of time that has passed since I last seen her in person. Ah. Yeah. It's also funny because I tend to forget how old she is. I know she's older than me, but I don't know how old she is. And that makes me feel a little awkward sometimes because, like, I call her my wife and everything. I don't even know how old she is. My brain not braining. Is it 2 years older? Maybe 3? Maybe 4? I'm not sure. Somewhere above, somewhere around that place. That's all I know. That's all I remember. Crazy, crazy. They are blind. But most people will not even realize it's behind this as Cyndaquil. Because it's very, very small. But generally, like, Apple known for their thingy design. Have you seen their fucking apps? I hate them for their stupid iCloud shit. Like, oh my god, why is it that all the fucking things have to look very similar, but yet they are so different? It makes me angry. The fucking UI design of all the Adobe programs, they anger me. They awaken an anger that has not been awakened in a long time. Every time I see them, I hate it so much. Like, Adobe, why? Edit, where's it? Where's it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that color instead. My very close. Never mind. I'm just gonna stay with the yellow, I guess. I'm gonna just stay with the yellow. See? A few flames here and a few flames there. Yay! I'm a sacrifice. Man. Did you drink your tea? No, it's getting cold and disgusting. Lemon likes her tea cold and disgusting. She always drinks it when it's cold. Even if I freshly put it on her desk, she doesn't drink it until it's cold. But it's standing right next to you. I guess someone needs the thermos can more than I do. She likes her tea cold. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's too hard. That's not what I want. Where's the brush? You, I want you, yes. Oh, wait. And maybe I should like do this because otherwise it will just smudge, which is not what I want. Who drinks cold tea now? I mean, if it's iced tea, I get it. But I generally do not like cold tea much. Unless I mean like weather based, but you know, I tried to make like homemade iced tea at some point, but that stuff tends to be like a little bitter. Simply because I don't like putting much sugar in my stuff. Even my teas that I drink, I just put like a little bit of a spoon of honey in it, and that's about it. Because I just don't like it when it's that sweet. I don't like that flavor. I like to keep it pretty neutral, personally. Same color. Wrong brush. Same color it is. That. Damn it. Ah, That is just sacrilege. So time to download 50 game launches. What? Ah. This looks cursed because of the I need to make this like black or something because otherwise it looks very cursed. Very cursed indeed. Yeah, makeup. Cat with makeup. Nice. That's all right. And open Clip Studio now. Should automatically update, doesn't it? No, because Sai is in front of it. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I have to just see the invisible folder I'm clicking through. Alright, I cannot adjust that right now, so it looks pretty in screen. Screen, yes. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where is it? Open. Let me move this a little to the side here. I have once in my life tried to make iced tea and it wasn't too bad, but too much effort for tea and ice. Cat with makeup, yes, because it's my VTuber. I have this makeup on. Merge. And resave this. I have to figure out what kind of stuff Red Rescue Team has because need to change. Nope. Don't do this here. We find the cover art. I made like I think lemon iced tea once, which tends to taste a little bitter if you don't put a lot of sugar in it. And I have like the full art of it. I know there's a bigger art piece. This one would work. Why is there a huge eyeball in it? What the fuck? Who put this eyeball in there? What the hell? I'm trying to find a picture. Very hard trying to find that picture. I think it tasted alright, but I think the rest of the people who tried it didn't really like it because it wasn't really sweet. So yeah, that's that. Can't be mad about that. I mean, again, if it's not that sweet, a lot of people will not like it, most likely. I actually really like the cover art of Rescue Team Red and Blue because they are kind of meant to be looked at together, which is very unique, honestly. I think that's cool. Lime and lemon is epic combo. It was just lemon and I used like black tea or Earl Grey as a base. I don't remember exactly anymore. I put probably honey. I don't know. It's been so long. But yeah, I do remember liking it, but I do remember others not liking it as well, so I don't have an issue with things not being that sweet, personally. I prefer it that way, even. Because I don't like very sweet things. It's probably also why a lot of why I prefer a lot of like Asian candies, like sweets, because they tend to be like not very sweet, which I like. Well, this is like the full art, but it's I need to do some editing here. I think it matters as long as you enjoyed. Yeah, of course, but I don't only make it for myself, which is like the main reason why it's big enough, definitely, but I have to edit this thing out. You are dropping my pen. Yes. Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has died for us, or something like that, I guess. Alright, we're just gonna fill in that one roughly, and then we're gonna go over it because for the most professional way. I know there's like AI tools to do that for you by now, with like especially Photoshop and shit like this, but I refuse to use these. I got my principles. I would like to with them much. This is a no AI zone. I just tend to do it like that most of the time when I'm like editing. I think the Pokemon Ranger thing, I also had to like edit stuff because it wasn't big enough. And then I just kind of mushed some stuff together, essentially. But I cannot find piece that is like not covered in the stupid art thingy logo. Like they have this whole picture, right, which is exactly what I want, but there's like no version of it without the logo, or like I'm too dumb to find it right now. Essentially. What thing I have ever what thing I have forgotten how to add stuff in OBS overlay wise. I know that I have to like juggle around with that a lot of the time as well. Trying to figure out how exactly the stuff works. Yeah. Not the soft settings, but like the like. Fuck, that's not an airbrush, is it? Why is it so weird? That's more like it. What was the struggle of reading just now? I don't know, somehow I couldn't read the sentence. I don't know, somehow it just didn't make sense to me. Sometimes I can't read, okay? Don't judge me. Sometimes I'm just a little illiterate. A little illiterate little idiot. I don't know what has gotten into me there. My brain didn't puzzle the words together just right, I guess. Sometimes my brain just do be like that. I don't know why it is, but do you ever just see a sentence and you're just like, I don't know, I can't read that. That's how I felt. Totally my fault. It's a bit extreme. But definitely I hate that I can't hold the fucking pen on here. I'm better. That one. But then I don't know. It doesn't look any different. I don't know what you're on about. Definitely doesn't look any different. Yeah. Density done. Nice. Use that. And then we just remove this one and put that one here. And make it smaller. And then we flip it because we have these boys over here. Look, there's a Cyndaquil on there too. Isn't that adorable? They look like they are scared of me. They see the baby sleeping there like, monsters. Very scary indeed. I know just since not a native English speaker. Hey, even German sometimes is hard to read. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone there. If you didn't hear that. Title. Transparent. Yeah. Why is it so pixelated? Why can I have it like an HD? Thank you very much. Is this? I'm not sure if this does this. Wait. It does have a white background, you scammer. Trying to scam me, I see. Dude, I'm just trying to, thank you. I'm just trying to get a transparent background. Why is it so hard for you to do this? Let me open the I just realized that there's like a random as playlist that I didn't select playing there, that the plays the piano music. The hater. The hater has awakened. I have something in my throat. Yeah. Can you just put this? It looks like very shocked at the red rescue team. Wow, scary. So now we just have to put a little I'm just gonna green screen because it's hard to read the number up here with this. I mean, a little harder. It's a bit easier to read this way. Best boosted audio tech. It's very random. I didn't select this. Ah. There. I selected this one. I choose you. We have one. What is like the things that you collect in this game? Like, there's no icon or anything like that. Title. Icon. No. The fire probably, but apart from that, fire. Not the fire truck on Google. Damn, not the fire truck. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna trace the fire. Damn. Sounds. I'm just gonna put this on here and then I'm gonna get over your bitch. Make it bigger. Because it's fire. Kind of funny how the rescue teams are like red and blue with fire and water, but like why? I don't think there's like a explanation or anything about why. It's just like that. No one questions it. It has to be like that sometimes. More. Oh boy, where is it? Where did it go? There it is. Ew. Doesn't have to be perfect, but like, just gonna guess that it goes like something like that. Houdini, birds outside. Oh, fuck it. One bucket, no. One bucket, no. Make this one turquoise so I can see it better. Just for thumbnail art. I just like when stuff looks pretty and kind of synced, you know. Wrong lever! I wanted to make this color just bright. Something like that, I guess. Darker. Not perfect, but you know. We get the. Oh shit. Okay. Gotta remove this one real quick and that one. And then we smash this on here. And we go that and this and that and this and that and this and then. We keep doing this. Hey. You like go away. Thank you. This one can go away, this one can go away, and this goes here. And then we copy paste this one, and then we do this, and I always do the same shit all the time. Alright. And then we go, oh, wrong button. Very exciting, isn't it? And then we do the at least I have gotten half the stuff working by the looks of it. Well, that's good to hear. Always nice to get stuff working. Whenever I take a longer break from streaming, I don't know how shit works anymore either. That a thumbnail, yeah, it's for the VODs basically. I just kind of like it to look in sync whenever I do stuff. So for every game I play, I draw a thumbnail. See? Yeah. That's basically what the stream is about. I had like one a while ago where I drew a shit ton of those. I just like how clean it looks on YouTube, you know, when you have like all the stuff looking synchronized. Like no one really probably looks into my into my YouTube stuff, but I personally like to just go through there sometimes and look at it, and I'm like, I like this. For me, it's daily when I try to stream. I hope half of stuff works that day. Yeah, I feel like it will be like that. Certainly do be like that. Merge. Is that right? I will warriors, Age of Calamity. Cover art. Nice. Gotta save. I don't care if ravioli is not very visible. I don't care about ravioli. He can be blocked behind the number. I'm fine with that. I like where the you like stay over there so you don't fucking move. Yeah, no, that's not That's not what I meant. Damn it. Here. To do it like this, and then we just go stay there. Damn it. Okay, I guess we do it like this. God damn. Doesn't want me to do that, I guess. Sorry, my brain is trying to brain right now. Boo. I'm just gonna. I just liquefied. No one is gonna know, right? Nah, no one is gonna know. It looks just perfect. Perfect. Never knew you had a YouTube channel. Oh well, it's just for the VODs for now. I will eventually upload like the VODs, but in like shortcut content in there. I will announce that on my Discord once I got the time to do that. I'm just saving my thumbnails there so they are safe forever, unless my YouTube channel gets fucking terminated or something. But yeah. Because I just like having stuff in one place. Oops. In case I want to do something with it, you know. It's not Breath of the Wild, this is propaganda. Hyrule Warriors logo. Edge of Calamity. We save this. It's a PNG, that is very nice. Sometimes they are web-based, which I hate. Don't know. Where did I put it? There we go. Sorry, Daruk. I think I'm just gonna put it up here. Blocking her hand. Not gonna be that many parts, I'm pretty sure, so that should be fine. Let's see if I can change the colors though. I'm just gonna make this. Go together with the red, but I don't like how it's there. Oh, that's very aggressive. Definitely very aggressive. Then we change the tripod. Very nice. But yeah, I would say that's about it. That's what I wanted to do in stream today. We did both of the thumbnails. Yippee! Hi, hoodies. Hi. Undino Darny. Where is it? I closed it. There we have them. The two thumbnails for today. One is Mystery Dungeon, very cute, and this one actually looks kind of nice. So yeah, that's that. What is it? Tuesday. Thursday, I'm gonna play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We're gonna continue this one. Ooh, thumbnails, yeah. One day, maybe I'm doing like actual thumbnail art streams for like when I have my edited versions, which will be like still kind of chibi, but a bit more going on than just this. But yeah. Was doing Thursday we're gonna play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and Saturday we're gonna continue Power Warriors. Yeah, that's what's planned for this week at least. So that's it for today, I would say. Earlier than usual, but I also still got a bit of tea to drink, which is probably lukewarm now. And yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday. Brain empty. Was nice catching on one of your streams though. Haven't been able to in a while. Yeah, it's nice. It's always nice having people check by every now and then. Especially if it's been like a while. It's always nice to see like familiar names come by. New names are always welcome as well, of course. But there's a certain familiarity with people that are around every now and then. I usually remember names, but it doesn't help. There's no slime in my throat, it's just my throat dying. There's no... but yeah. Gotta continue those games this week. So... I hope you guys have a nice rest of the evening and have a nice Wednesday tomorrow, and I will see you guys on Thursday then. Thank you so much for watching and chilling and rambling about stuff, and yeah. Catch you guys on Thursday if you're there, or Saturday, whatever. Hope you have a nice rest of the evening, and I will see you later this week. Bye-bye. Some ate a frog. Someone? Nah. Rabbit. My voice just tends to kind of go raspy after talking for longer because I usually don't talk. Stream is almost the only time during the day where I really talk. I don't talk much apart from with my sister, so my voice is not used to much talking. Yeah. But yeah. See ya guys later this week or whenever.